Well, there it is. Hey guys, this is WTii with a gameplay build for Sonya, the PMS princess. And we're going to be exploring just how awesome this warrior hero is, who hails from the Diablo universe. So, with our build, we're going to start off with Endless Fury. This is our trait ability. You get Fury for whenever you attack and you take damage, and it's all good pretty much. Apparently using ability grants 10% movement speed as well for 10 seconds. How nice is that? So there you go, we're just going to boost up our maximum Fury to 150, which it currently normally is 100. So the more Fury you have, the more you can unleash. Let's see what these fellas are going to be up to. Oh, we got Illidan AI. Yeah, and there's another Sonya. Interesting. Face check that bush. It's alright though. Brightwing counters all. Brightwing's actually quite a cool hero for Sonya. Pretty much any healer is good because, as mentioned earlier, Fury is going to give you, well, you're going to get Fury from attacking, using abilities, and you're going to get Fury for taking damage. So, well, like most warriors, especially like ones in World of Warcraft, when you think of those, you know, it's sometimes handy when they take damage because, well, if there's someone there to heal that damage back up, you've got Fury and you've got a full bar of health. It's pretty darn neat. So what I like to do with this 150 bars of, well, 150 Fury, try to get up to that much, then I can unleash it all. So we're up to that point at the moment, so we're just going to suck up some moon juice and then come back in and pretty much kick their ass in a moment. But I've got to be a little bit careful. There you go. You've got to be a little bit careful, and they overstep their mark. The beautiful thing with Sonya, she's one of the most vulnerable warrior heroes, but because of this she can do a bucket loads of damage. So you want to sort of enjoy that if you can. So here we go, get in there. Now another thing to note is Whirlwind heals you up for every unit that you're hitting. So it's pretty fantastic. So if you can find a nice big group of minions, then it's probably an idea to actually go and use your Whirlwind within them. Because it's not only going to get your health back up, it's actually going to keep your Fury around about the same amount. There's a slight flail there. Well, it could be a flail. A fail, really. I was hoping she might come down and get a bit aggressive against Brightwing, but hopes aren't realities. So, anyway, at level 4, we're going to pick up Seismic Slam, increased damage. That's going to basically increase the amount of damage we're going to be doing with our Seismic Slam, which is our main DPS burst. So, in a situation like this, I've taken damage, so if I sit inside of the minions as well as the enemy heroes using Whirlwind, look at my health bar, I go straight back up. We can have that engagement, and I'm going to take very little punishment from it. This is a mirror match, actually, so this is kind of a perfect situation to show you just kind of how to give Sonya a go. I'm kind of waiting for my cooldown. There we go. I'm going to have to use it on someone else now. Got to be a little bit careful. Try to pull them into the towers if you can. It's nice. So we're waiting for Ancient Spear really to initiate because it stuns them a little bit, and it's actually quite nice because, well, it gets you close up to your opponents. It gives you a little bit of rage as well to initiate. I was waiting for her to do that. I was hoping she'd actually commit a little bit more, but okay, never mind. I like to try to sit at full bar of Fury. Try to use it up if you think you can get it back up again. So as long as you think you can replenish your bar full of Fury, then it's good. Yeah, she's waiting for her opportunity, but she's taking damage trying to get in there and do it. Okay, now I'm just going to go and use my Whirlwind. She missed her thingy, and then I can unleash a shite load of... I won't be able to kill her because she'll get to the towers, but there's no way she's going to win that fight because I've got more Fury than her. And as long as I'm always using Seismic Slam off cooldown, which has got basically a 1 second cooldown, then yeah, you're going to win that fight. Seismic Slam, this is our level 7 one, so Shattered Ground. Seismic Slam deals more damage, so as you can tell, there's a pattern going on here. We're trying to build up our Seismic Slam damage, because it got a little bit nerfed past the patch, but it's still damn good. I still really enjoy the way Sonya plays. And now's a good opportunity. It does a little bit of splash damage as well, Seismic Slam. So if you hit it smack bang in the middle, you're going to hit the gate and the side barrier as well a little bit. So we've got a tribute going on. I mean, there's been tributes happening, but I've been so focused on actually talking and getting on with it that I forgot the first one. Luckily, we won. And besides, the enemies were always there. So as long as you've got as many enemies as you are there, then you can have fun with that. And also, Tesla can see me because he's using his trait ability. Now this is a good opportunity for me to get back into this little fight here. Because if you use your Ancient Spear, you can bypass certain terrain, like I just did there. Normally I'd be blocked if I wanted to get there, but using Ancient Spear, I can engage the opponents that are basically dicking around on the other side, so it might be an idea for me to do that. I'll hang here for a moment, whilst our friend Reyna... Nope, never mind. And I'm just going to use Whirlwind as well to keep up. It makes it hard to be CC'd when you're being Whirlwind, but you can still be stunned or knocked out of Whirlwind. So make sure that if you are going to use it, you don't use it before you think your opponent's going to then CC or stun you out of it. Now might be a good moment to pop over and do some Siege Giants. I wouldn't go and say that Sonya's a fantastic hero for creeping, but she can hold her own. Now one thing you can do here with the Siege Giants is because of the splash, with the Seismic Slam rather, you can position yourself on the right hand side or the left hand side of the Giants and hit your first target, and it's going to splash over to the other one. And then, well, by the time you get to the other Giant, he's going to be pretty darn vulnerable. Now at level 10 we go Leap, because it's a fantastic way to, well, leap into the battle. It stuns, so stuns in a game like this are always fantastically strong. And yeah, it's just a nice little way to do a little bit of damage. You can also use it as an... well, you don't particularly want to, but you can use it as a way to escape from certain scenarios. Because, well, heck, if you have to escape and it's going to save your life and you're not going to die, then use it. It's only on a 50-second cooldown, which is pretty darn short, to be quite frank with you. You know, it's quite reasonable for the most part. You can't really argue with 50-second cooldowns, especially for your ultimate ability. Now, we've got a little bit of a stalemate here, but we want to try to do our best to push them off, so I might be inclined to actually use my ultimate here just to give these Siege Giants as much opportunity as possible. It might seem like a bit of a waste, but the longer we can keep those Siege Giants going and keep them off them, the more damage we can do to these gates and therefore initiate even more of an advantage for our team. But those Siege Giants do look like they're going to go down in a moment, and she's now using her ability. I've just got to back off here, and that's nice. Very good use from our Brightwing yet there, using her ultimate. Come on! Oh, Tassadar just joined in the fight. Nuke little fight there. I would have had that. Literally, just about a tiny bit. But sneaky old Tassadar hiding in the bushes, waiting for his opportunity. Managed to make quite good advantage of it. And now look at the damage they're getting to do here from this. It is quite huge when you do have the ganks. But you don't typically have jungles in this game, so you don't often have junglers doing that kind of ganking style, but you can see the amount of damage that's been done. We did all that hard work with those Siege Giants, all of that dancing around, and then, well, Tassadar just has to jump out of a bush, and there you go. Got Murky in the middle, being a nuisance, as Murky always is. Have we still got our AI? No, he's back, I think. AI Illidan might be back, that's handy. One of the benefits of getting the Merc camp for yourself is the fact that the enemy can't get it. So when we lost that little battle, they couldn't then go over there and do our Merc camp. So that's nice for us. Might want to finish this off, but I've got to be a little bit careful. Get enough fury, get inside these mobs if I can. And then keep up the punishment. You get almost all of your fury back. Now, as I was saying earlier, you get fury for doing abilities and attacks. You get 4 fury per attack. And you get 1 fury per damage you take, and it doesn't matter whether it's a 200 damage hit or a 1 damage hit. And also at level 13 we're going to go Aftershock. That's just going to basically reduce the fury cost for Seismic Slam after you use it the first time. So you're going to use it initially, it's going to cost 20 fury, and then again it will cost 10 fury as long as you use it pretty much straight away afterwards. Now we're going to lose that little thingy, because when I'm doing these, it's a case of, do I want to be commentating and explaining the game and all of that, or do I want to just try hard? And I guess the point of this video is really to explore Sonya and what she does in the game. So if it means that I'm going to miss out a tribute or two, a couple of map objectives, then maybe that's the price I'm going to have to pay. Alrighty, we are overstepping our mark. I don't see the enemy anywhere else on the map, so they could be doing this for all I know. It's very, yeah, run away. If you can get away, then get away, because I just feel like we're going to get ganked. Although we do know there's at least 1 person there, because that creep camp's been done. I don't think it's worth the engagement here. He's such a bastard to try and catch old Murky. So damn fast. Okay, well it's back to Sonya. Oh look, Reyna's hiding in the bushes. This is good for us. Get straight in there. Now we're going to have to use the ultimate because, well, it's not ideal. Because we're still outnumbered. Despite having Reyna hiding in the bushes, it's still an outnumbered engagement and, well, people seem to disappear. Brightwing went off somewhere else and that actually turned into like a 2 versus 3 there when it should have been like a 3 versus 2. But, well, welcome to solo queue, I guess. Yes, this is of course a solo queue, and I imagine most of you people will have to suffer the atrocities that is the solo queue in Heroes of the Storm. To be fair, we were fighting against the other enemy team, at least 2 of those tributes in equal cases. Murky managed to get his thing off. But we still get the next tribute, potentially, if we're lucky. We may as well do that. Let's have a look. Yeah, I shouldn't really be doing quite as much damage. Oh, gonna have my possibility for my ultimate. Got to keep an eye on the bot health. There's still too many for me to jump in there as much as I want to, but we kind of can't let them really get away with this. It's going to be close. We're going to get away with this, and that is huge. Secure the golem. And now we've got a chance to come back into the game because that was nice and easy. Now we're going to go for abilities give movement speed here because, well, I like movement speed. I can move faster when I'm doing it. Oh, that was a cheeky dodge there from Illidan. Nice and passive there. Alrighty, so we're going to move faster every time we use abilities. So that's a pretty awesome talent to go for. I want to try to get a bit of health back if I can. So I'm going to stand here and enjoy these mobs. Watch my health bar rise up. Sometimes it's advantageous if your ally doesn't necessarily kill them all and realizes that you're trying to get your health back, but not always. I'm going to get ourselves back onto this golem that's now starting to kick our ass whilst the enemy team does the same. We've got to catch up here. Might be an idea. I'm just going to take the stun here. It might be an idea to sort of save up Fury and then unload it all because you get temporary cost on your seismic slam, like mentioned earlier. 10 Fury. I keep wanting to say mana. It's even got a blue bar. I wish it didn't have a blue bar. It'd be much better if it was red or something. Looks like they're going to come into gank, so let's see if we can intercept versus this. Oh, our whole team is here, so that was a really bad face check from them. So if I can get an engagement here, that'll be fantastic. Nice little stun on Brightwing, and then use my Whirlwind just to move across without getting too screwed over. Now's a good time. I was going to look for... Sometimes it's nice to actually F over Avatar Boy here, because he can only last so long in that moment. It's really hard to fucking talk. It's really hard to talk whilst going through all this. Come on, Arthas, do something. That's not quite it, but there you go. What was I trying to say? Yeah, good old Tassadar. He uses Archon. Archon gives him a huge shield, but once that shield's gone, it is quite like an Archon. You know, he's got bugger all else left health. Oh, hello, CC Cleaner or something like that going on the bottom right. I can't actually click on the map now. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got a little while to go before I come back. Let's have a little look at the talents that people are taking. We can see the enemy Sonya's gone for block, so she's gone reduced damage from non-heroic. Oh dear. Then a little bit into Shattered Ground, and then half into Whirlwind. I wouldn't do that build, no. So we need to have a good engagement. We need Arthas to tank. So far I haven't really seen him tanking, but to be fair I haven't had many opportunities to show him off in this game. But when I have seen him, it doesn't look like he's doing much. Kind of hanging at the back more than anything. He needs to get in there, be our engager. I mean, I can do that, but I'm a vulnerable DPS, so, you know. I'm a pure... I'm a vulnerable poor DPS. Oh, what's that, Brightwing? Ah! I don't think so. Yeah, you are pretty complete, to be honest. Hey, I think Arthas, no, did he catch him? I don't know. Quick. Yes, just about get in there. It's a good way to break snares. At least I'm pretty damn sure it does break snares if you use your Whirlwind. So if you do get stunned or stuck, you can break a little bit of those snares. Annoying Murky is annoying. No one likes this hero. Least of all the people that even play him. They're like, why did I play Murky? Well, most of them are dead. It's really tempting to do this, so I'm going to actually give it a go. If nothing else, I'm going to try to get my health back up a little bit from these guys using Whirlwind by using it right smack bang in the middle. But you've got to be a little bit careful because we could get ganked in a moment. Another cheeky Whirlwind, get a little bit of health back whilst finishing them off. And try to get the heck out of there before I get attacked. Oh, Jody. Don't leave me too hard. Oh, yeah. Okay, well that's fine. They don't get the mercs, and maybe they get to do something slightly, but not much. I'm not too worried about capturing that, because they're only going to take it after I get it. I just want to try to make sure I can interrupt, or be ready to interrupt, like there. I wasn't necessarily expecting Murky to come out there, but that's the reason why you stand there guarding. If someone else has already taken it, don't be that guy. Oh, hello. Hello! Murky, get him now. Trust frickin' Arthas to miss his thing. Okay. Well, this is good. There's no more mercs to take. The enemy team are now cursed, so all we need to do is keep pressure on without losing anything. Now, one thing to bear in mind is Sonya, her abilities, yeah? She grants the Ancient Spear, particularly, or the only one really, that actually grants Fury. So that's what these walls can sometimes be there for, is if you've got nothing else to use it on, then frickin' use it on the walls and get some use out of that. And even Murky, he'll do. So, as tempting as it is to go area crater, I'd only go this if you're really hardcore winning and not expecting to die. Otherwise, I think Resurgence of the Storm, Resurrect upon Death is just too darn good. And yes, this is kind of a bad engagement. I'm going to use my ultimate now. See if we can secure a kill on Illidan, but maybe not because no one else is chasing now, so time to run away, I guess. I think everyone's dead, mostly. As tempting as it is to run back in there and do something, I don't think that's necessarily a good idea, unless Brightwing's going to come back on me. She's not, because she's dead. At least we can escape here and not lose too much. As is sometimes the way in this game. You think you're doing well, and you're pushing, and then boom, that's actually what ends up screwing the game for you. But hey-ho, we're still alive, just about. So this is a concern, that they're actually doing our... Yeah, they're doing that. They're probably gonna... They would have crept it by the time we get there. Maybe. They've got their whole team. One of them's down here, but I don't know how many are up here. There's no way we can stop this, really. Oh, shite. I need to get in there. And at least stop them, or try to, but I don't know how long I can last. And with Brightwing coming in, that's huge. As long as I can get an opportunity to use Whirlwind. Not even going to get to use Whirlwind, because why bother when you can use Ancient Spear? Oh yeah, Sonya wants a piece as well. Now this is brilliant. Not only do we get the golem, but we actually get to punish them for trying to take our one. This is another great moment to use Whirlwind if it wasn't for the fact that I'm about to die. Bloody Murky's ability there still gets to kill me. But thanks to Resurgence of the Storm, I can come back within 5 seconds because it's so damn bloody good. It really is pretty much the best ultimate in the game. But the thing you need to bear in mind is that once you've procced it, you've got 2 minutes. So you can see here at the bottom left, 2 minutes until it is available again. So try not to die within those 2 minutes, and then you're good. You don't really want to die again, but if you do, you'll come back in 5 seconds time. So that's just one thing to bear in mind. If you do die at these later levels, level 20 plus, you will probably give a little bit of experience. And yeah, going for the golem would be a good idea. So let's do that. Let's do it. For those wondering where the face cam is, there is no face cam because my recording program does not allow me to do it in this fashion. So that's okay. It's more of a commentary anyway. You don't have to worry about the facey. It's all good. It's all good, Mr. Golem. And we got a tribute spawning right next to us. You couldn't really ask for much more than that. So if these guys are guarding this area, I'm going to guard up here. I think Murky can still stop him. No! Luckily Arthas was capturing that for so long, not even Murky could stop him with his invulnerability abilities. So again, on Mercs, you could potentially use Whirlwind to try and solo these Mercs, at least at a later stage, but again, there are probably heroes on your team, particularly specialists, that are going to be better at doing that. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Oh dear, she might get picked off here. Yep, she will. That's a lot of damage to take. And that bloody Murky ultimate does do a lot of damage if you get caught by him. So try to not get all caught by him. Oh, someone's going to get murky. Yeah, Illidan's going to get it, but it's going to cost him his life. Oh no, he uses freaking Metamorphosis to get out of it. Very nice touch. And time for me to try to get out of this situation. Ugh. But I can get back in a moment. I just need to get to my allies and let them know that, well, I need some help. Give me some heals. Oh, cheeky Tassadar. Get in there. One last hit. Yeah. And we can just focus the main down and let them come to us at this point. We still got minions tanking it just for the moment. And maybe Arthas might want to do some tanking instead. Just try to stick close-ish to Brightwing whilst trying not to get hit by Tassadar's Psionic Storms. And boom. Unleash the fury. Ah. GG. Well played. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been a Sonya PMS Princess gameplay build for you. I'm going to put the build in the video description if you want to check it out for yourselves, just in case you want a little reminder. But we might be able to just go over it quickly right at the end of this video, because why not? It shouldn't take long. So, level 1, Endless Fury. Level 4, Furious Blow. At level 7, Shattered Ground. Level 10, Leap. Level 13, Aftershock. Level 16, No Escape. Abilities give more movement speed, so you get 10% extra movement speed, I believe, from using abilities to 20%. So you originally get 10%, then you go to 20%. It just allows you to keep up in the battles, but you don't really have to go for that one. Sometimes I like to go for Enduring Whirlwind. I'm going to do that because I simply did that with this gameplay build, but Enduring Whirlwind can also be awesome. But if you're against opponents that, for example, can stun you or knock you out of your ability to Whirlwind, increasing your duration of it isn't going to be very good if it just gets CC'd or controlled. So bear that in mind. At level 20, Resurgence of the Storm, Resurrect upon Death. It is so good. This so good. You can manipulate it as well. Try to die. Not deliberately try to die every 2 minutes, but you know, push your luck. Tank for the team. If they can't basically come back after 5 seconds, and you can, well, you should be the one that dies then, pretty much. Otherwise, Ariat Crater, I wouldn't ever go Fury of the Storm. Don't think anyone really ever does, and if you do, it's probably going to be a ranged hero like Fala. So Ariat Crater is a possibility if you're in an organized team or you're doing a wombo combo where everyone's just sort of doing area of effect damage within the same area. So you're trying to lock down a hero or maybe pick some heroes off. Yeah, there's a lot of potential to this, but this was solo queue. So I'd rather go for Resurgence of the Storm in solo queue because I'm expecting to die a lot more. Alright then guys, thank you very much for watching again. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you later. Bye bye.